Language register refers to the tone of voice or the vocabulary that you use when depending on, or I guess refers to changing the tone of voice or your vocabulary depending on whom you're speaking to or whom you're writing to.
Before I came to MIS, I didn't really understand or I had never heard of a language register before. So only when I started talking to TNI students here did I even hear that word, low register, high register. So for me, I guess I'm a little unclear about the precise meaning of register. High register seems more formal, maybe more academic, more scientific in some way. Low register is more casual or more expressive, more earthy, and sometimes even more vulgar.
I think that I don't consider language registers very often in day-to-day life. I think that different situations bring out different registers, and talking with different people brings out different registers, but it's not a conscious decision.
I'm aware of my language register on a daily basis in my classes because I'm in the interpretation and translation program, and so my professors often tell me to raise my register or adjust my register to whatever text I'm using, and depending on who I'm interpreting. I use a lower register with my friends and family. That's basically, I think that's when I use it.
High register would be something like maybe a news report or something, about the state of the economy. So, for example, in the current economic crisis, we feel the effects of the housing, the credit crunch, and this has had a detrimental effect on the lives of many Americans and has reverberated, around the world. And low register for something similar would be, man, this housing crunch really sucks, or this credit crunch really sucks. I can't get a job, and I'm broke.
I think a high register in both language and writing is one that you would use when you're trying to convey that you know something about a subject, or that you have a certain degree of sophistication, whereas using a low register is usually your day-to-day way of speech. I think for a high register, you would sort of envision having like a thesaurus and kind of saying, I know which word I want to say, but I'm going to use this one instead because this one sounds a little bit better. So instead of saying like, what's a good example? Instead of saying something like, I want that, you might use something like, I don't know, desire.